Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly love reading. So what's going to happen this week in terms of love? We have the Ten of Swords, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. Wow. Okay, so they're feeling a lot of heartbreak. They're feeling stabbed in the back. They feel like this connection that was once more harmonious. They feel like maybe their goals and dreams with you of being together forever and having that reunion, they may feel like that's been shattered. You know, this could be how they're feeling, but also it could be the other way around. And these cards coming up is like they're very much aware that they've hurt you, perhaps. So take it however it resonates. There's a Magician in reverse. So someone was being manipulative. Someone wasn't being their true self. Someone had false promises, perhaps, because they were overall very defensive. They had their walls up. It's led to a lot of heartbreak. It could have been a third party situation, perhaps. Maybe someone's married and they're unhappily married. Maybe you're waiting for them to commit to you and choose you, but then they just weren't. Maybe they were constantly talking about the future, how you're going to be together, how you're going to have this amazing relationship, but then they still had their walls up. They were still kind of leaving you feeling like you didn't know where you stood with them, or you're constantly feeling like you're forever waiting for something to happen, for them to do something. So you very likely felt stabbed in the back. This does show the divine feminine here. You felt betrayed. Maybe they're feeling heartbreak because you've walked away from the connection. You felt like they were just showing you smoke and mirrors and not the real thing. Maybe you've got your walls up now. You need to protect yourself. So that there's just a lot of heartbreak going on, perhaps on both sides right now. Let's pull some clarifying cards. What they're thinking and feeling right now. Yeah, look, we have Justice card, and it says we reap what we sow. So they feel like it's justice. Perhaps they were taking you for granted. They weren't doing things right. They were mistreating you. Maybe there was a third party. Maybe they were being deceptive. Whatever it is, they feel like there's justice now. Maybe the tables have turned and they're feeling what you felt. We have the Nine of Wands again. I have to protect myself. So this person has thick defenses up, thick walls up, thick masks on, and they're not letting you in. I want you to be so proud of me. So this, in combination with the other messages, is saying to me that they have been wearing that mask. They've been deceptive in terms of like a magician, where it's not real magic, but it's about deceiving the audience kind of thing. Like this person, they wanted you to be proud of them by trying to manipulate how you're perceiving them. They may have been like, look how successful I am, and pulling tricks out of the bag kind of thing. But they just weren't being their true self. They're not proud of their own opinion of who they are. They don't see themselves in a good light, so they felt like they had to change themselves in front of you in order for you to be impressed and for you to fall for them. But it was just keeping a separation, a block between you both. I'm not sure what to choose. So yeah, they could have been on the fence a long time. They may not have committed to you. They may have dated other people. There may have been that third party situation in some cases. But this can also mean for some of you that maybe you're the one that's like, I'm not sure whether to continue investing in this connection. and they're very much aware of that. So 7 of Cups is also about castles in the sky, daydreaming, fantasizing, but something real, not really grounding. So it could have been like a situationship. It could be someone with a lot of false promises that they weren't able to deliver through with. I do feel like this person does have very deep feelings for you. They did have hopes for the future. I'm coming to you quickly, the 8 of Wands. I do feel like you will be hearing from them. They will communicate. And I do feel it's because perhaps the tables have turned and you've walked away from them. And now they're panicking. So they want to get closer to you again, basically. So let's look at the Island Time-Wilderness cards. What they're thinking and feeling right now. What's really going on here. We have the Dragonfly. And the Snake. Okay. So the Dragonfly says, be light-hearted, finding out, things come to light, adapt, change, heal. Wow. And the Snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So yeah, it could be that someone's had a third party and they hid that from you and it's come to light. Maybe you've walked away, you felt stabbed in the back. You felt in the past that there was some kind of stability in your connection with this person, but that's all, you know, been shoved under the bus, thrown under the bus kind of thing. Yeah, and you realise that they were being deceptive. The Magician in reverse, 3 of Swords, third party, heartbreak. Wow. But you are going to heal from this. You are going to awaken a lot from this. But yeah, I feel like that was very, very devastating. 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords. To find this out from about this person. So yeah, I feel like this person, they are very aware that they've hurt you, basically. And they're kind of pooing their pants about it. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So yeah, this person is very scared right now because things have fallen apart. There's been a tower moment because you realise something about them that they were trying to keep hidden. We have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So yeah, this person is missing you very deeply. They may be looking at your photos. They may be communicating with you through photos, through social media. And yeah, perception, it's like they were trying to create some sort of perception about themselves. And it says learn from the past, so I feel like they have learned a lot from this because the Justice card did come out. And we have Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So this could well be a twin flame, because the Butterfly is about going through difficulties and struggles and triggering in order to really grow into yourself. Have that self-love, that self-esteem. There is potential for this relationship in the future to evolve to the next phase. But yeah, a lot of stuff needed to be broken down. A lot of unhealthy stuff had to be taken out of the way. And I feel like this is a healing transition stage. There's still going to be a lot of heartbreak, a lot of resentment and anger for a while. But overall, whatever's happened could potentially be what was needed to basically make you both mature and heal to the level that is required for union in the future. So let's look at my Soul's Desire deck. This is my new deck. What is this person thinking and feeling about you right now? Yeah. we have, I'm terrified that you're moving on from me. So they're afraid. I feel like you are moving forward. You feel like you need to protect yourself. You've got some of those healthy boundaries up, basically. You're spreading your wings like the butterfly, and they're so scared of losing you. I feel like this is what it's needed. This is what has been needed, though, in order to shock them into waking up, wising up, doing the right thing, taking action in the right way. I've not been taught how to express my feelings. So yeah, one of the issues here was this person felt very insecure when it comes to expressing how they felt for you, so they may not have expressed themselves at all, or things may have come out the wrong way, kind of thing. They didn't know how to put their emotions into words. We have, yes, my love for you is real, never doubt it. So this person, they do genuinely love you. I feel like they've just needed to mature, basically. They were taking you for granted. Maybe there was an unhealthy runner-chaser dynamic, and that was kind of enabling this person to stay in their comfort zone and stay like running. Please tell me how you are feeling. It's driving me crazy not knowing. Oh yeah, I feel like you may be giving them the silent treatment. You may literally just be living your life and not talking to them, not giving them any kind of explanation or anything, and it's really, really driving them crazy that you're not expressing yourself to them. So they want you to open up, they want you to reach out. I'm not saying that you should or you shouldn't. Trust your own intuition. I realise now that no other person can ever replace you. So again, third party here. They may have had to, you know, kind of deceive you and start being with someone else, or stay being with someone else, or they may have been married and didn't tell you that, but they now realise that no person can ever replace you. They may have had to experience that in order to come to that realisation. I have a confession to make. So yeah, they may have confessed the truth to you and it was heartbreaking. Some of you may have found out without them telling you, and now they know that they've got to have that difficult conversation with you where they explain themselves and apologise. So let's look at the Romance Angels Oracle cards. What are they thinking and feeling about you right now? Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I feel like you are seeing clearly now. There was many red flags perhaps in the past that you weren't being honest with yourself about, but look, now you're peeling back the layer of illusion, the veil of illusion. This person may want to come back and it's like they're begging you for a second chance and apologising to you, but you've got to listen or watch this person's actions rather than just listening to their words. They've basically got to prove themselves to you. Yeah. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So yeah, I feel like you're freeing yourself, moving on from this person, and they're freaking out. Yeah, they're going to express their love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. They're going to express themselves because you're moving on, basically. And they're really, really afraid of losing you. Okay, so let's look at the Angels Answers Oracle. What they're thinking and feeling. What's going on? No need to worry. I feel like they're worrying massively, but you're quite content, really, because it feels like a huge weight off your shoulders, not carrying this burden of all the anxiety and not knowing where you stand and feeling devastated and going through that roller coaster of emotions all the time. So I feel like you're fairly calm. Yeah, you're recovering. You're in recovery. The situation will improve and remain positive. So yeah, this could be that your connection, if it's genuinely a twin flame connection, it will improve. You're ready. So yeah, I feel like you're ready finally for like a true reunion. And I feel it's because you had to go through this intense heartbreak, this intense triggering, in order to heal any codependency. You may have been subconsciously basing your self-worth on this person and whether they were committing to you or not. It may have felt like a life or death situation, whether this person was doing what you wanted them to do, whether they were validating you, giving you that love and approval outside of yourself or not, you know. And you may have, you know, been in that cycle for a long time and not fully realised that you were subconsciously giving your personal power away by basing your self-worth on this person or anyone outside of yourself. And so this had to happen in order for you to realise that you need to love yourself more and that you do deserve more than that roller coaster of emotions. So yeah, I feel like this heartbreak, this pain has made you ready, and I feel like this is what is shifting the energy in your twin flame now. They're becoming ready. I feel like they're experiencing everything that they've put you through. Then they're now feeling all of that as well. Okay, so let's pull some messages out of the bag next. What they're thinking and feeling about you right now. Trust issues. Yeah, so yeah, they basically feel like you're gonna have trust issues with them now because they betrayed your trust. Fear of rejection. So yeah, they are very scared that you're gonna reject them from now on and that you've moved on. They're overthinking, they're obsessing about this right now. Obsessing about you, having sleepless nights. They are going to reach out. They're hoping that you're going to be receptive. And they're going to be shaking and sweating and stuttering because they're going to be really afraid of what you're going to say to them when they do reach out. And they're going to be so afraid of the answer. They're going to be fearful that you are going to reject them when they reach out. Whenever I see this, to me it's like they've put the bandana on, they're doing the work, you know, they're getting down to it. So I do feel like they're trying to heal themselves and do things the right way. The fish. So I always think of the fishbowl, like the fish is going round and round in circles in the little fish bowl, but they're constantly looking outside of the bowl, wishing that they could have this amazing life. So I see this as they were constantly daydreaming, wanting things to happen with you, but they were staying in that comfort zone. They weren't taking that leap of faith. And then they were taking you for granted. Perhaps your connection fell into a convenient kind of situationship where you were in each other's lives in some kind of way, but then they weren't feeling the need to come out of that comfort zone. They were afraid, you know, of coming out of that comfort zone, and maybe you were subconsciously enabling them, so it just kind of kept going around in a stagnating cycle. The crab. So yeah, someone being in their shell, when you got too close to them, they may have nipped you with their claws. Could be someone's Cancerian. Scuttling away at times. Watching you from afar. trying to navigate your connection forward now. The cactus. So yeah, they've grown up. They've survived in harsh situations, harsh environment. They may have grown up feeling that there was a drought when it came to love. And so they grew these spines to protect themselves. So again, a sense of if you got too close to them, then they pushed you away and you got hurt kind of thing. They're very defensive. But they know they've got to let those defenses down now and let you in, because they're afraid of losing you if they don't. So let's see what charms are going to come out for you today. We have the number 30. So that may be significant in some way. They see you as the ticket to happiness. They want to move forward. You know, we have the bicycle, it's about travel. The wheels move in tandem. They want to move forward in love. There's hearts inside the wheels here. They're going to wear their heart on their sleeve. They're going to communicate, because we have the bow and arrow here as well. This is like the messenger, it's like Cupid. They're targeting you, you know, you're their heart's desire. They're going to communicate their feelings to you. And there is a plane here, so again it could be you live in different countries or states or a long distance thing. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.